Hello, friends. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Let me just double check everything is working, and then we will begin. Late stream. Mucho late. Okay. Lower the music. Let's pop over here, but we'll only be here for like a minute or two. Magical, you were here first. Welcome in. Bear, hello. Perfect amount of time to finish Alan Wake, though. Yeah, it shouldn't be. I think Google said it was like 2 hours or something. So for the last chapter, so we'll do that. We won't be chatting for very long, but I thought I'd at least say hello. See if there's anything new. I'm okay, Madrigal. How are you? I think you'll finish it a little quicker. Okay. Yeah, maybe 2 hours is slow. Or, I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Slow. I figure there's probably not too much left, especially because we're playing on easy. I would imagine that'd also help. I feel like that's probably gonna move it a bit. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say. Let's go ahead and move over and start getting into it, so it doesn't take us too long. All right, last chapter. Come to think of it, I don't remember if there was a final boss or not. Oh, interesting. I think there also might be technically like a pro epilogue. I think there might be an epilogue. But yeah, so we'll see. Let's continue.
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song!
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Departure. Emrys, you met hello? 2 years ago. I do too, it is nice.
I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking. The sunglasses made the world look bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun.
Keep my closet door locked. Classic.
The pills worked fast. The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again. There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
Yeah, I know, right? Hold on, I want to look around. Did she leave her phone here? Weird. Just trying to see if there's anything different from the last or the first flashback. Okay. All right. Nothing.
You have one new message.
Al! Are you still asleep? Wakey, wakey! You should have your show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't too mad to record it. As she called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show!
Turn on the TV. The pillars on the balcony are a little too tombstone shaped. I could kind of see that.
I'd been a guest on the talk show the previous night, talking about my latest book. The show was supposed to be waiting for me on our TiVo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Garrett Show.
Thank you, everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the best-selling author Alan Wake about his new book, The Sudden Stop.
Yeah, good read. Go buy it.
No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here.
Is that wise?
No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Wow, thanks.
Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously though, 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
You selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good, great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and, you got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
You are famous for that temper.
Well, I did also write several books.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get it. That means the 2 of you out there who haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all
Same
we
joke
have for you
twice?
tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the face for his Sam.
Oh, look.
There it is. And our musical guests, Poets of the Fall. Thank you, and good night.
At least I'd been funny. I told myself I could live with that.
You watch the show?
I didn't say anything stupid if that's what you want to know.
Okay, Grumpy. You wanted to ask me something?
Are you going to start with me about drinking now?
You know what? Go back to sleep, Alan.
Amy, welcome in.
What? Now you can't even talk to me?
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet.
Sim like always puts himself in his games? Interesting. I don't remember him in Control. Do I?
Somehow, the clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice. I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
Good luck, Al.
See you later.
Title screen.
When I got out, it was warm and sunny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I'd stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed. Alone, in daylight, surrounded by the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape. It was hard not to let doubt creep in one last time. I could still chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this, having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed. There would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
Okay. Before we go, let's just check around here. So, the clicker has made things daytime. Is sort of my understanding so far. Or maybe it did. Something like that. Just been playing COD too much. Checks those corners. I was more just wanting to shoot the cans, see if I could hit them. But I think, well, there's probably another set of cans to shoot, I'd imagine. But Daz, welcome in. We're on the very last chapter. Anything around here? So many just cans everywhere. Comfortable beds, clean rooms, wireless internet. Okay, nothing. Anything here? Doesn't look like. No. Have you been playing it still? Ooh. Oh, yes there is. Seems quite expensive. Was that it? Oh, I don't have my flashlight. It was pointing to the right, but it could just be this. Is there anything else? Could there be? There's a building here. Too much? How much have you played? Haha. Excellent. Okay, now we're back in business, except for a flashlight. But it looked very fun watching you play it, though. But I think it's like 70 US or something like that, which is expensive. I can't take the tractor, can I? We can take the truck, though. Checked my hours. I already have 80. Nice. I feel like that's low. I figured it would be much higher. I'm really enjoying it, which is bad for my time management skills. Oh, no. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, it seemed very fun. Watching you play it was the first time I'd seen any gameplay of it. Pretty through. Nah. We're still trying to get money for Australia, so that's okay. Well, well, well. That many hours of one. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like you also play a lot of different
The darkness
games.
had touched me. There was a link between us. Always would be. I could feel its presence again, getting closer.
I will kill your wife.
Very rude. How about? Wait. That's not the weapon I wanted. Wow, they actually still gave me the lantern. It's quite surprising. Let me reload this. Saint Anne? What is Saint Anne?
The dark presence was no longer trying to capture the writer so he could create the ending it wanted. The writer knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the writer from ever reaching Cauldron Lake and the dark place it came from.
It's a cruise. Ah, okay. I've only played like Yellow and Arceus pretty much. And then watched YV's Nuzlocke. That's pretty much the Pokemon. And I've watched the anime. Not all of it. Oh, this is parking. Oh, there's Of course. Jet, what if you're having a mental break and that was legit a person, not a zombie thing? It's their fault for being out at night. Seems hardly my fault.
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2.
They didn't what is this? The Majestic Motel. General information, refundable $100 security deposit is required on all reservations. No personal checks accepted. We take all major credit cards and bank cards. Checkout time is 10 a.m. No loud music, no pets. 1 vehicle per unit. Facilities are for registered guests only. No visitors are allowed on the premises after 9 p.m. No exceptions. We hope you enjoy your stay at the Majestic. If you're a senior or a vet, ask about our discounts. Oh. Ooh. Bathroom thermos. Okay, we're supposed to go this way. I thought I had found something special. Is there anything... Well, that makes me think... Well, what's this way? Oh, okay, that's the exit. Well, okay. Let me check. Oh, look! There are cans. Bathroom thermos? Yeah, probably. Unbelievable. It's really hard to tell where you're aiming. Before it's at number 2, but is that a box? No. Oh, that's a truck. I just want to see. I just want to look around first. I wonder how many of these things will come to life later. I don't think there's anything here. Nightingale is dead. No? Where's Nightingale? Where was the last time? When was the last time we saw Nightingale? He is dead. He got it was at the jail. He got sucked up into the darkness or whatever. At the jail, yeah. Okay, just had to check if any of those. Is that 2? No. Oh. Over my dead body, right.
This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me. Oh, that's like... Hold on, I'm trying to see. So that's the waitress, doctor, etc. I feel like keeping the flashbangs on the stove seems like a choice. Wait, is that it? No string and cord. Yeah, it's kind of not very organized. Is that really it? Okay.
Look after yourself and your co-workers.
Could have fooled me, pal.
Can I? Oh. Nice. Guess that was it. I'm surprised there wasn't more there, to be honest. No, of course. I'm also surprised. I thought there was going to be an achievement for taking that jump. That seems special enough. There's so many. Oh. Hit no reverse. Anybody else? I think the car is my favorite weapon. I do feel safer in it, though I assume it will, like, just blow up at some point. Potentially. It's a creepy silhouette. Oh. Didn't real. Oh, hello. Dude. Oh. Who else?
What the hell?
Did you welcome it? Is that the deer? Rude.
Catch you on the flippy flip.
Thank you for the alert. Oh no, it's a crane or something. Playing some Minecraft. Enjoy. I can't move. How about a flashbang? Ow. Well. Let's make my way again. All right. How many? I only have 3 shots. Also, Shady mentioned something about a gondola.
What the hell?
That didn't happen, did it? Did I just forget about it? I don't remember being on a boat. We gotta wait for our health. Did we already do a gondola? At some point? Were we on the water? Or we had to shoot? I don't think so. Maybe that's gonna happen soon. Alright. Here's welcome in, Shady. Speaking of, I just said you mentioned. Oh, I didn't even realize there was no floor there. You mentioned the gondola yesterday. I don't. Did we do it? I don't remember. I can't even remember if it was a gondola. Okay, well. Alright, that doesn't help me. A rotunda, maybe on a cliff. Okay. Maybe we did. I'm unsure what you mean. I was thinking like, oh, do you mean like one of those that are like on a cable car? That are like on like a wire? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yes, we did do that. I was thinking of like a boat, like gondola. I should watch where I step. So I was like, I don't recall us being in a boat ever. Yes, we did do like a cable car thing. Yeah, which is also a gondola. I just didn't. My go-to is thinking of, what's that one place that's like all waterways? That's the kind of gondola I was thinking. But that makes much more sense. Okay, we got to this crane thing and died. So let's see if we can not die this time. I'm gonna equip my flashbangs. Venice, yes. That's kind of the gondola I was thinking. Yay.
Nice to see you, too.
Last time we were just cornered. Couldn't really do very much. Okay. No boxes or anything. There's a couple guys there. That part, I mean, I'm playing on easy, so could be part of it. Could be part of it. Run over you. What does that say? You have peeled 15 taken off your bumper. Fair. You don't have to slow down for these guys. Yeah, I guess. Well, I am stuck. I think we have to go on foot now. Pretty sure. Take it here too. I wish I could also just run and it not be like... He does that little dodge thing first. Oh, well, he didn't do it there. But sometimes he does the little dodge thing first. Sometimes I just want to run. One of the fast guys? Yeah, it is. I wish there was a sprint meter, so I could at least know when I'm about to, like, do the thing where he starts just walking real slow. And guess what? Ow! Bye. Very shaky. Switch to pump action shotgun, sure. Oh, hello. This is also yeah. It just feels like they're padding out this last chapter. Let's switch to the flares first. Yeah, same. I'm just sort of like, all right, look. Last time I was like, oh, I'll focus on these first because they camp behind me. It doesn't matter. They still sneak up behind me anyway. What? Oh, nice.
The bottom of Cauldron Lake was a graveyard of things the lake had claimed in one way or another over the decades. The dark presence brought them up in its wake, scattering the rotten waterlogged hull of an old boat here, the remains of a long-ago crashed airplane there, trees shattered under the impacts. The earth groaned. It didn't even notice.
Well, let me switch to this for a bit. Ooh. Oh, the radio guy's still okay. Use the gas can. I didn't even see that until just now. Oh. Classic. So desatched that it doesn't even look red. Yeah, the gas cans or whatever. Yes. Well, I think I've only used them once before. And yeah. Hold on. Okay, he moved? Who what moved? Flashbang. Sometimes when I look over, I can never tell if he's reading or frozen. I was reacting to YV's announcement message. Oh, did I lose a... Oh, no, I think I still picked it up. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Why am I here? It's a sale. Oh, wait, read? All visitors must see the yard manager. You must sign a liability waiver before entering the yard. If you're looking for a specific part, ask first. For you to pull it, you must bring your own tools. Is this like a car, what's it called? Like a chop shop almost? Yay. Not sure what that did. Someone has very heavy... Ooh, target. Someone has very heavy feet. I can't tell if they are... Oh, there they are. Good thing is Car Place has flashbangs. Yay. Okay. Oh, we opened up that gate. Oh, really? Oh, hold on. Let's take a look. Oh, I didn't even go back here. No, no hunting. Oh. Throw him on the counter. Hey. Excuse me. I think so, but I don't remember. It would be, I mean, we have not seen one in a while, so that would... I'd be surprised. That is not a TV. Maybe... I'll go check back there again. Not seeing one. I do like all the Night Springs. Oh. Did we go in here? Is one of these a door? Oh, no. This... Aw. Maybe it's further ahead or something. Never mind. The top of the building looks like the office building. Oh, okay. Alright, so this way. I don't think so. Maybe we just didn't. Maybe we've missed one. I guess. Well, I don't think so. I think I would have remembered if we got an achievement for, like, when we watched a Night Spring show or something. Okay, what kind of vehicle are we gonna fight now? Oh.
Zane cut its heart out, but it didn't die. The thing that wore Barbara's face kept crooning sweet nothings sugar-laced with poison. He put on the suit, untied the monster from the chair. The thing in his arms thrashed weakly, but he held fast. He stepped outside, off the pier, and into the dark water, a sinking pinprick of light descending toward a bottom that never came.
Ooh. Dead by Daylight. What was that thing? I got lost. Alright, where are you guys? Classic. Flashbang! 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 I think that's too far away. Flashbang! There we go. What? You're barely alive. I think you're supposed to struggle with this fight? Nah. I forgot they redid the tractor. They're like, you know what? This game needs more tractor. Was I supposed to, like, go push the button and then it's like I'm running away from the tractor? Oh, no, there it is. Okay. I was like, surely people are gonna come attack me while this is happening. Yay! I do love that there's enough cars with keys inside, just in the perfect right place. To take you to the next location. I know some small towns do that, where they all keep their keys and stuff in. Ow. But it's like everyone seems excessive. I should be able to hold more than 20 batteries. Okay.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
Television? Push. And get attacked. we're obviously fighting people here. Come out and play, eh?
I will never give her to you.
These lights will help me now. Oh, here we go. I guess I'm a little far for a shotgun. Oh, he actually like threw it with a bit of a lead. Anyone else? I can't wait till we get to Control. And we get to watch the Threshold kids. I'll be Threshold kids, yeah. I will be very happy. Which game is that? Quantum Break. Quantum Break before Control. Also, I checked my stream analytics to figure out how many streams Control took me. It was actually not as long as I thought. Though there were like 2 streams that were 6 hours each. So taking that into account. But, like, 10 total, maybe? So if we decide to either play it on easy or story mode or something... Rude. Then we should be able to like crush it so fast. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. Bye-bye. There? Strongies. Oh no. Yeah. We might I love Control. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have to do all of that? Oh, no. So like we might play it on normal, but again, I'm also like trying not to have it last forever. So we might do either easy or story mode. I don't like, it would be fun. Control on easy. That's kind of what I was thinking. Because you like, the thing is that I do love the combat of Control. Like Control's combat is so fun. So like, I don't want to make it story mode because I don't want to defeat everything in like one hit. So like if I do it on easy, there's enough of like I can just have fun with the combat, you know? I can just have fun with the combat instead of like defeating it too easily. Turn on. So we might do easy. Oh yeah, it's so much fun. In Control, you're playing a woman who has telekinetic abilities. She also gets a gun, but the gun is kind of cooler than any of this. It like shapeshifts into different types of guns. I saw someone play it years ago, but don't remember much of it. You can fly, you can create shields out of environmental objects. You're basically, the first time I played it, I was like, this is a X-Men Jean Grey simulator, essentially. I thought there were more enemies last time. It is, and I love Infamous, and so, like, so I think to me, I was like, oh, this is just, she has superpowers, basically, and you're just, like, running around, trying to figure out what's going on, but you're just, like, the coolest person ever. But yeah, she has telekinesis. She can, like, pick up objects, yeet them at enemies. She'll like fly, and she can even mind control enemies. She can she can create shields out of, like, she rips off stone from the ground and it creates like a shield in front of her. Maybe I'll play that one at some point. It's so fun. I just was and I also just love, because Control was the first game I played from Remedy. Control's world was just so weird and cool, and I love it. It's very, I wanted to say ICP, but that's Insane Clown Posse. It's SCP. It's very SCP oriented. So, it's like, which is secure, contain, protect or something. Forget what that stands for, but it's the whole, like, not meme. It's a whole, like, internet subculture of, like, where people write about made up objects that are all have special abilities, or like, there's like an SCP wiki where no, I'm not an Insane Clown Posse fan. I know that's the abbreviation for it. What was I gonna say? But they all like it. It's all, if you find the SCP wiki, it's like they write about these objects from the perspective of though they are like a scientist who studies these things, and they're like, ah, yes, SCP number 70. It's a blank. It's a refrigerator or something. It's like a mundane object, but don't you got to make sure you do this, because then something's gonna happen. It's actually like an evil thing, or it wants, it's, and so people like write wikis on that, which sounds very dumb, and I know that probably then it makes Control sound dumb, but the way they do it in Control, it's just very fun and weird, and I do like also Jessie, who's the main character of Control. She's very much written like a classic protagonist who's like, I'm entering into a world that I don't understand. she will react to things in similar ways that like a real person would, versus like, you know, like, for example, I think one of the reasons why like the original Harry Potter movies and books probably, but I only read like the first book, does really well is because Harry is like, I've never experienced all this, you know, weird magic stuff before. And so the reader or viewer can like, or in Harry's shoes in a lot of ways, and can be like, oh, he's also seeing these things for the first time, and this is also new to him. But then you get to like Newt Scamander in Fantastic Beasts, and it's like everything is so mundane to all of them, and it's just sort of like, I don't know. I don't think they're very good. Like, they're not very fun protagonists, really. I think they're just sort of like, as well as those movies weren't written very well, to be honest, in my opinion. But anyway. So Jessie's great because she's seeing all this weird stuff, and she's like, wow, this is weird. And you're, as the player, you're like, this is very strange. But you're kind of going along with her, even though she's like experienced weird stuff before, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't think they're very good. A light spoiler for the Fantastic Beasts movies. The start of the second movie pretty much undoes the consequences of the first movie. It's just, and it's just, they just kind of are like, yeah, never mind that. And they just move on. When there's like big consequences that should have happened because of the events of the first movie, they're just like, never mind, don't worry about it. What we thought happened didn't really happen. And what did happen, it didn't last very long. So just don't even think about it. Don't even worry about it. We're moving on. They're just, I don't know. I don't think they're very good movies. Anyway, I'm gonna sneeze. I didn't mute. Excuse me. Love that. Yeah, they're not worth watching, I would say. Don't watch. You know, I'm not even the biggest Harry Potter fan, but I just wouldn't watch Fantastic Beasts. They're not good. I think, and they could have done more with like animals. They probably could have done more with Fantastic Beasts. But instead, I don't know. There were some like interesting characters, I guess, and there were like some interesting like magic-y things, but J.K. Rowling is not a good steward of her own brand, no, in many ways. But yeah, it just wasn't very good. And again, part of it I think is there's no Harry character in, like, you're following characters who are just sort of like, they all pretty much know what's going on. There is like a muggle, but he's like he's not the focus. He's not like the perspective character. So Newt is a bad choice for, yes, I agree. He is I 100% agree. Like, I feel like I don't know how to describe Newt, but it would be, Dan Folger's character? I don't know who that is. From the coffee company? Yes. He is the muggle. But he's not like a main, he's like a part of the main group, but he's not the perspective character. He's kind of more of a, comic relief almost kind of character. He was the only reason why I was going to watch the movie. He's in it a lot, I think, but from what I remember, but he's just not like again, you're kind of following Newt, and Newt is reactive, not proactive. That's true. And I just feel like he doesn't. He also just doesn't really do very much. Like, I feel like he's there. He's there to kind of like look. I don't even know how to. He doesn't look perplexed. He just looks like he's not saying something, but he has thoughts, but just isn't saying much of anything. And then he kind of just like side eyes something with his wand, and then because he's looking for the animals, and then I don't know. I just feel like he just doesn't really do much in the story. Pulls out a random animal. Right. It just feels like you're following random events. Okay. Oh yeah, no, not him. I can't remember Newt Scamander, but I can't remember the tone is weird. There's not a dramatic. Yeah, I watched it. I think I watched it in theaters. I think a friend wanted to go watch it, and I watched it with them. And I just remember being like, wow, this is just not good. This is just nothing gripped me about it. And then the second one I didn't watch, but I have seen someone's like overview of the movie. They brought up a lot of like weird things weird writing things that is like, oh, you would think this would be like a story issue, but no, they just let him through. Like at the beginning of 2, besides the fact that they just undo everything that happens at the end of 1, they're because of the events of the movie, Newt is not allowed to travel abroad anymore. And you think that's going to be an issue because a lot of the story takes place in the US, and I think a lot of the story in 2 also takes place abroad. I can't remember if it takes place in the US. But it's just the fact that he can't travel abroad, you think would then become an issue, but then it's just not an issue. He just can. It just doesn't like nobody stops him really. So it's just like, okay, so all right. Why was that a plot point? I guess why was that mentioned at the start of the movie? It also like what's very funny, and I wish I could, like Jenny Nicholson has a video on Fantastic Beasts 2, and it's so very funny because she was like, there's like a plot twist sort of in the movie, and she's like, do you guys remember there was that viral video of like a bunch of people outside waiting in line for one of the Harry Potter movies, and someone's in a car and they drive by and someone yells out, Snape kills Dumbledore, and the person yells out, no. She's like, I'm trying to imagine an equivalent for this movie, because she was like, even if someone were to tell you the twist, it would not make sense. Like if someone were to tell you all of the like twisty things about these couple of characters, you just be like, what? Like you would not even realize, like you wouldn't, it would not be something coherent enough to be like, for it to be ruined. You would just be more confused, I think, than everything, which is true. She explains it, and I can remember most of it. I won't say it, but in case someone is a huge fan and wants to watch, if you've watched Fantastic Beasts last night and you're waiting to see Fantastic Beasts 2 tonight, I won't spoil it for you. But it just sounds that there are these character twists and they sound very convoluted, and it's just kind of like, okay, so who is this? Who is this character? Okay, all right, I get it. I get it now. Every problem is immediately solved in the next scene. Yeah, they're just not very good movies. I don't recommend it unless you just want. If you're like, I want to be in the Harry Potter world, but for some reason you don't want to watch the old Harry Potter movies, and you also don't want to play Legacy, the game, and you're desperate. You don't want to read the books. You're looking for something. You need a new hit. I guess you could go for that, but you'll be wanting. You'll be left wanting. Okay, we have to actually run ads because of my sounds like me. Yeah. We had to run ads. So let's go ahead, stand up, stretch, grab a snack, grab a drink, go to the bathroom, and then we'll BRB.
Take this pause to rejuvenate. Stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments.
And welcome back, everybody. All right. I promise not to get distracted with more Fantastic Beasts. What happened here? How did I die? Oh, right. The lantern. All right. Let's go ahead and get these ready. Wait, what is the... Hold on, why is the camera at this? Oh, there we go. Hello. Boop. Okay. Oh, hello, Brandon. All right. Let's see. Now that I knew that was happening, I feel like this went well. Unfortunately, we don't quite have as many flashbangs as I would like.
The dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid. It flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air, poised to become real.
Would have been interesting if, like... Where am I supposed to go? It'd be interesting if he was not an author. What am I doing here? Oh, was that just for the page? There's something else. Is there a door? Am I supposed to climb? I'm climbing. Nope. Oh, wait. There was a door. How's Alan Wake been? It's very fun. We're just playing on easy, just for the lore. Plan on playing through a lot of the Remedy games. I've played through... No, I dodged into that. Played through Control once before, a long time ago. But we're gonna do Alan Wake, then Quantum Break, then Alan Wake...
I could see Mirror Peak in the distance.
2...
That's where Cauldron Lake was.
Alan Wake, Quantum Break, Control again, then Alan Wake 2, which I've never played, all in preparation for Control 2. Very excited about that. Okay. Did I pick up? No. Okay. Oh. Aw, birds. Is that what's gonna happen? Is this the gondola, Shady? Yeah, I think I remember which one you're talking about. This just feels gondola-esque. Any more birds? Yeah. Oh, okay. Good thing I got out of that. I wonder if there would have been more birds if we were playing on a higher difficulty. Okay, let's see if we can climb that. But where am I? Okay, I'm supposed to go that way. So let's check this way. Aha! Things are just hard to kill. It's infuriating. There are so many enemies and not enough ammo. That would be... I would hate that. Okay, we have a few... Okay, let's switch to... We have 11 flares. Leave me alone, birds. On armor difficulty, instead of taking 4 to 6 seconds to get rid of the darkness, it's like 12. That is ridiculous. I feel like it is already too long on easy mode. Like, I'm just like already struggling with it. Kill me now, yeah. Hey, birds, could you... Just gonna wait here until you're all dead. There we go. What? Hello? I don't know if he actually took any damage. It looked like he was like being pushed back. Uh-oh. No! That was my bet. That was on me. Did I? No. Okay, we have to. It's a. We have to go get the items down here. That was on me. I didn't see that there wasn't a railing behind me, which feels just like, I don't know. That's on OSHA. I was also anticipating that guy to attack me, so I was kind of scooting back. I loved it. I played on Nightmare 3 or 4 times. I do enjoy that you like this game. I'm just not really a person to play things on higher difficulty, generally. Again, sometimes I make my own difficulty on things, but... Birds are like, we're here again. I typically only do that for horror games. Oh, interesting. I started in chapter 1, played 5 minutes. Rage quit tried again in 3 months. Fair. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, not even games I love am I like, I'd really like to play this on a higher difficulty. Yeah, what are you... Hello? I like that his character model moves back but doesn't react. Alright, so then we get attacked by birds. This time we don't fall off the bridge. There's actually a lot of games I play that don't have any difficulty. Like, classic. Just rude, honestly. That don't have, like, difficulty, levels. Like, I mean, one of my favorite games is Super Mario RPG. That doesn't have... You know, that just has its standard difficulty. Okay, so there's a guy... There you are. Someone fart? What was that noise? Okay, there. So Mario RPG is one of your favorite games, but you've never played Paper Mario. I mean, you say like that two of those things can't be true or something. What light through yonder window? It is the east, and the flare gun is the sun. To 50 taken. That's very funny. It's Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet. It is the east. And Juliet is the sun, right? Why do you say that it's like, that couldn't be possible? Super Mario RPG is an excellent game. Paper Mario is, I think, when my hopes and dreams started to die as a child. When I realized that the world was no good. That's when things started to break for me. Oh, okay. I had hoped, wished for a Super Mario RPG sequel. I wanted more of Geno. I wanted more of Malo. I wanted more of these characters that I had loved. Then I heard rumors of a new Mario RPG in the works. And I said, yes, finally, Super Mario RPG, the sequel. Lo and behold. Now I see. Yes. Then it was announced and I was like, what is this? This is not what I asked for. This is not what... Do I get to keep the hat? Yeah. That's why I've never played it, because to me it's like... It's a reminder of what could have been. But I have said, if you guys get me to partner, sure. I'll do it. I'll finally play it.
Damn.
You can't park there. What? That didn't kill you? I think I died. Honestly, don't know. Nope. Okay, but what about if we paid you 150,000? I mean, sure, yes, I would also do it for $150,000. I would also accept that. Partner or $150,000. Get the change.org petition going. Oh, I'm not going the right way. One of those two options seems a little easier. Which one? I feel like the 150,000 is a more attainable goal. With one, you just have to get enough money. For partner, you have to convince 75 people to like me. At least. On average, for 3 months. That is not attainable. That is more difficult. $150K, you just have to, you know, raise money. Again? Really wish I was a billionaire to do a Twitch drop, or Twitch bit drop right now. That would be amazing. Uh-oh. Should I be... Okay, the flare didn't like that fire. Probably should have done that. Val, welcome in. I'm dead. That doesn't feel that hard. You're rather likable. I beg to differ. I very much beg to differ. But Val, it's good to see you. How are you? Just casually be like, jokes, here's 150K, now you have to. Imagine if this is how we learned Shady is like a millionaire. Well, is a millionaire that much in today's economy? Multi-millionaire. Why is it that I see some people with partner but only have like 30 viewers? Likely they reached partner but then have lost it. Or no, not lost partner, but like, where'd you go? But like, just no longer have the viewership. A lot of, I will say, I think a lot of people, especially in 2020, there were like several people that I knew that were like in our approximate circles that reached partner and then almost immediately stopped streaming after they reached it. And then I think some of those people eventually do come back to Twitch and are like, oh, well, maybe I'll try it again, and it's like tough for them to like get back, you know, what they had. No offense, Shep, if I was only a millionaire, you're not getting 150,000. Yeah, I was about to say that's what I was like. I still use millionaire. Oh. I still use millionaire because I grew up in the 90s. And that to me still sounds like a lot. You know? Guys, this is just...
Jetpack to the moon and back.
Wow! Thank you so much for the resub! Ooh, flashback. I'm on a train, you can't hit me. For 53 months! I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Good to see you. What have you been up to? I saw you've been playing some COD. It should be a lot, but oh boy, yeah, that's hello? Because I feel like, it's funny when you watch like a 90s movie now and they're like, oh, so-and-so, they're a millionaire. And it's like, at the time, that was like, dang. They're filthy rich. I mean, and I mean, if I was a millionaire, my life would be changed. But like, I think the implications of everything being so much more expensive, millionaire does not have as much weight as it did before. So now it's like, yeah, it would have to be like, a multimillionaire. This is so to account for inflation. Shady would have to be a multimillionaire. Sir, can you just... I don't want to waste this, but... Did I get you? But yeah, Bear, I think that's why. I think a lot of people have come back to Twitch after, like, not... like, they reached partner, and then they... you again? Just, like... What's even happening? There's so much going on. I'm, like, dealing with this guy. Something exploded, I think. I don't even... I've been sucked into COD in my free time, but also working and thankfully playing a trip. Where are you playing a trip to? From what I've seen, also, I think a lot of people get burnt out during their partner push. And it's because they are so close and they start doing like everything that they can to get to partner, and I think they end up just getting super burnt out. So they're like, okay, once we've done the partner push, we'll take a break. And then they take a break and then are like, well, a couple of things happen. I think one, the stream gets too big for some people, and then they're like, well, it doesn't feel like it used to, so now that at least I've helped them, I'll just kind of move on. So people then move on to different people. I think I remember even in 2020, a lot of people would get to partner and then see a drop in their viewership, and I think that was part of it. But then, but I think a lot of it is like they take a break or are burnt out, and they end up taking a super extended break, and then they can't like do anything. I will also say a lot of the people that I know that reached partner in 2020, they were also very dedicated to one game. And I remember anytime they tried to like play any other game, their viewership would drop like by a major amount. And I think that helped lead to their burnout, is they were like, well, okay, I have to keep playing this other game, but then maybe I'll reach partner and then I can switch. And then I think they would just be like, okay, this isn't working out, and then would just, kind of quit or whatever. So anyway, I think that's what happens. But I don't believe they're definitely not reaching partner at 30 unless they are an outlet like a video game company or something, that there's like exceptions that they'll do. And it's like, if you are like a notable person or like a celebrity, or like a company of some kind, they can negotiate with Twitch to get like a partnered account. But the average person, they probably reached it at some point and then just stopped streaming and then came back maybe, or maybe they changed their content that they were making or something. But anyway, that's my analysis. South Dakota for a wedding, but it's a gaming friend's wedding, so most of our gaming group is making a longer trip out of it to meet and hang. That sounds so much fun. That really sucks, feeling stuck in a game. Yeah, I think that's why I've always been like, I mean, we played a lot of Animal Crossing, but even from the start, I always tried to mix in an indie game or something in the mix. And I've always been variety. Has that been the smartest thing for growth? No, but I'm playing games that I like to play. And if I don't like it, then I stop playing it. I move to another game. But I've known I know a couple people who they streamed Animal Crossing in 2020, and they pretty much just like that was the only thing they did. They started getting a lot of views. They started doing giveaways. Like they did like Switch giveaways and stuff like during their partner push. But I remember they would try to switch to other games occasionally, and their viewership would drop. Like, you know, they'd be at 70 playing Animal Crossing, and then they would switch to something else, and they'd be at like 10. And so their streams were just dead otherwise, and they were like, okay, well, I mean, I imagine this is their thinking. I can't play any other game. Why? What was happening in 2020? Buckle up. I have a story to tell you. And then they would, you know, they would be like, okay, well, if I want to reach partner, I have to get that 75. So they would stick with Animal Crossing or whatever game they were playing. And then I think they just got burnt out. And like, I could imagine also with Animal Crossing, there's probably like, you probably feel like you hit your limits in terms of like creativity on how to decorate your island. A lot of them did, for engagement, a lot of them did island tours. And I think a lot of them started just getting bored of that. But like, it's a great way to get people to interact with your channel. So they would like keep doing that. And I think they were just feeling like stuck. And so then once they reached partner, they probably didn't intend to take a long break, but they were like, I'm going to slow down a little bit. And then we're just like, they just stopped and then have not streamed since. And the thing, if it was like a one-time occurrence, I'd have been like, oh, that was just like that one person's thing. But I can think of like at least 5 people that happened to, where they were like, they succeeded super fast, like crushed it, like when they started streaming, reached partner within like 6 months of them streaming, and then were like, I'm done. I can't do anymore. And I feel like that's it must be very, I imagine to them it must be very weird to see other people like me. I would imagine they'd be like, wow, he's been doing this for almost 6 years now. We'll hit 6 years in May. May? Yeah. And not even close. So I wonder, like, to them must be like, man, I did it, and it was so easy, hair flip. And I haven't, you know, streamed in years now, because I don't, like, you know, I just got so burnt out, I'm over it. And then there's Jet, who's been going for 6 years, and we're still at almost the exact same place we've been for years. I feel like if I started streaming, that would be me stuck on COD with maybe like 5 viewers. COD can be difficult from what I hear, because it's like a saturated, I guess depending on which COD you're playing. It can be like, if it's like Warzone, I guess, has like a very saturated category. Like lots of people are streaming it, is what I mean. So like if you're starting out low, people have to really scroll down to find you. So like, I know that's like a thing that a lot of people stream Fortnite because it's such a category that a lot of people are watching, but it's like, it's a very saturated category. So are people going to be able to find you? You're going to have to be able to stand out against the thousands of streamers that are streaming Fortnite, you know, that kind of thing. But I also find, I feel like shooters are difficult to stream because you have to be like good. You have to either be really entertaining or you have to be good, or both. And I am really neither. Especially before the AC updates recently. Yeah. And we did like we would visit some villager things, or like some people's islands, and but like we never did, like a lot of people also really liked watching villager hunts. We never did a villager hunt, really. We may have done one for like one single stream or something. I think we did one, and it was just sort of like, I have an open space, let's see who can fill it, maybe. I think that was sort of it, but maybe you should flip your hair. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why I haven't reached partner. But I wonder what they think after the crash. They may be jealous that you're able to still enjoy it. That's fair. That's a good point. That's a good perspective, Val. Maybe they're like, oh, wow, he's still doing it. And he doesn't seem like he hates his life. They'd be wrong. But, you know, yeah. For sure. I think we've just kind of trucked along. And I think, again, part of it's always been like, I'm just going to play what I want to play. And if I start getting burnt out on something, I'm just sort of like, okay, we're just going to move to a different game. And luckily there's like so many indie games to play. And, you know, we find people that like those indie games occasionally. And that's pretty fun. It's harder to like get people to stick around, I think, when you're playing indie games, because indie games are short. Maybe I'm just playing it for like 3 to 4 streams or something, and then once it's gone, they leave and whatever. But yeah, so kind of just, you know, I think what's helped is I've just always been like, I'm gonna mix it up, and that's just how we're gonna do it. It used to be more mixed up, I think, because I would do like every other day for games. So I would be like, Animal Crossing today, then we're playing an indie game tomorrow, then back to Animal Crossing. Now for a lot of these games, it's like, okay, we're playing this, then maybe once a week I'll switch it up, and then we'll go back to the game we were playing. Though I feel like that works more because we're playing more like story games. So like, I don't know. I figure this works better if you guys are interested in the story. That way you're not having to like keep track of 2 games at once if we're playing another game that has a story. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm doing. It's been 6 years. I'm just kind of here. I don't know. Yeah, I'd be for personality. I'm sure you're great at COD. You'd be much better than me. I am so bad. The last COD I played was Black Ops 6. I am so very bad. I don't have the reaction time for it. I'm here for you. Thank you, Bear. Yeah, a lot of people luckily have stuck around and have stuck through many different types of games and whatever, so I appreciate it. But I know there's some people who are like, they're only here for cozy games, or wait a minute, I'm going the wrong way. Are only here for cozy games or puzzle games or ones of a different series. You know, there are a lot of people who come in for No Man's Sky, and then once we stop playing No Man's Sky, should I move? Okay. There are a lot of people who come in for like No Man's Sky, and then once we've switched, they don't come back, which is fair. All right, they'll come back if we. Is there like a hidden box or anything? But you know, it's just sort of the nature of the game. I'm also not everyone's cup of tea. Is that you? I'm also not everyone's cup of tea, and so, you know. Okay, what's happening? I think I'm missing stuff because I'm like exploring. When I should be like, oh, there are things falling, but I'm just like, doo-doo-doo. Oh, there we go. I see that now. No Man's Sky followed by a train car coming from the sky. No Man's Sky. Oh, that's not geometry. That's not real geometry there. What? Oh, there's. Oh my gosh. There was like a thing on top of it. How's it? That seems cheap. How was I even supposed to see that? What? So I know I'm a very also like low energy person. So I'm not particularly like people don't watch me to be you know, I don't have the fun exciting vibes that people typically like to watch streamer wise. So I'm just kind of, you know, I think we've reached our peak in terms of my streaming career. So we're just gonna do our thing, you know? Yay! Says who? Says who what? That I've reached my peak? I feel like something would have the darkness wears her face, yes. We know. We're aware. Is this a basement? No. I wish we could find another TV. I feel like we've missed the last one, probably. How many people are gonna attack me here? Alright, let's switch to the flare. Come on, where you are. There's a generator. I know you're gonna attack me. Ooh, flashbang. There's no way there's not a fight here, so...
I needed to get the generator running.
I'm probably gonna need to catch it then. Anyone behind me? I've enjoyed your chill energy, especially after rough days. I know there will be chill safe vibes here anytime you're on. That's good. I'm glad. I hope that's the case. Hello? That's what I figured. Kaboom! There's like a guy right next to me. I think. Oh, hello. Lol. I can't see anything on account of all these flares. Anyone else? Classic. There was a second one. What's in here? can check this one. Yeah, I hope so. I know that's not, like, generally what is, like... Yay! I enjoyed the vibe of the beat-up pinata. That's good. That is my vibe. I know, like, in general, I think people really like the hype, you know, the hype guy on Twitch. I'm not really known.
After Zane had gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
Okay, so I think that's going to happen. So we'll see Zane again.
Turn back now.
No! How many boats can you throw at me? Uh-oh. Ow! Flashbang! 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 That's one strong boat. All of them. I know they said that there are boats in the lake that she's using, but like seems like I don't know. There's a lot of boats that sank in the lake. Are lakes just predominantly sunken boats? That's what it feels like. We're so close to the water. I guess it's... Look, there's so many boats. Look at how many boats.
Alice never loved you.
Is there another way? Oh. My bad. Hold on, let's wait for a second. Can't wait for you to beat the game so I can tell you about the internal struggle I've been having. Okay. Just gonna wait for my health to go back up. I feel like more things are gonna be thrown at. Not me not paying attention to what's going on. Destroy the tornado. Checkmate. Come on! Leave me alone! Am I dead?
You can't win.
Ooh, flare gun. Maybe I need to get closer. Ah! There we go.
You will fail.
Not the birds. Oh, that's disappointing. Hello, fire? You calm the fury of the storm. The clicker.
Hell!
Shh, baby. You were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No.
Everything's fine. You're home.
It wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear in the dark.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid?
You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman? I read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet.
The voice
You're a
change,
genius.
yes.
I'm so proud of you. Come back to bed. We'll talk more about it in the morning. Come back to bed, Alan.
Clicker.
Come back to bed, Tom.
Zane!
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light. Don't mind him. He's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone.
Mr. Scratch?
Use the clicker.
Your friends will meet him when you're gone? What does that mean? Thermos. Okay, I don't think I want to... What does that say? Telephone pole. I feel like everything I... Oh, a crate maybe? Oh, I thought it was going to be like one that I could open up. Path? I assume like a bird will attack me or whatever.
I'm leaving you.
What?
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't...
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on! What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
You're not my Barbara.
Tom, let me go. I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas! Put it down!
Heart is filled with darkness. I'll cut it out. Take you back to the depths you came from.
Filled with darkness.
Get away from me, you hag! Where am I? Let me go!
Alice! Alice! I'm coming!
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to.
Now you will never get her back.
I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
So is he like staying in like the nightmare world or something? The dark place? Creepy.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Alan, wake up.
Do you see who in the window? Was that Nightingale? I couldn't quite remember. I feel like some of the character faces weren't quite the easiest. It's not a lake, Jet. It's an ocean. What does that mean? Oh gosh. Let's reduce the audio. So okay. Exactly. I had to wait so many years to find out what that meant. Right, yeah. Okay. I am very curious. I mean, I'm now trying to remember when we see Alan Wake in Control, he's writing at a desk. So is he still in that same place? He wasn't? Who wasn't in the window? Was that Nightingale? Who was the... Oops, ads are playing. I want to see Control Alan Wake DLC. I want to see if there's any... Yeah, every time the darkness would take somebody, it would have you fight them, but you never got to fight Nightingale. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, he was just kind of taken. Yeah, that's true. I don't see... I don't see the, I feel like I remember in Control, there's like those videos where you see Alan and he is at a desk, but I was going to try to see. Oh, I found a picture. It's not helpful. He is at a desk. I was going to see if you could see the owl. But you can't. You just see, it's just him at a desk. Yeah. I do think there's an owl, yes. Okay, at least in the screenshots that I saw, it's just focused on him. But maybe they showcase the owl at some point. Okay, so, all right, that's interesting. Also, we're getting some bitrate drops, it looks like. Hopefully it stabilizes out. It's fine. We're going to be ending the stream here in a second, but okay, I mean, I'm glad we did that. That's some, context and lore. Oh, okay, hold on. Is there anything else after this? So next will be Quantum Break. Wait. I think that was something like we'll be back or we'll continue at a certain point. Okay, well, we did it. Alan Wake complete. Alan Wake has been beaten. The first time I've ever played it. Okay. Delete. Off hard drive. All right. Well, Quantum Break is next. I think it said it's only like, what was it? 10 hours? It's about 10 hours. So that'll be fun. We'll do that. I guess, I mean, unless I feel like we need a break from it, might start that tomorrow. I feel like we have to rush through these a little bit because nobody knows when Control 2 is coming out, but they keep on posting. Oh yeah, no, my bitrate's like dying. Okay, well we'll end here shortly, but basically they keep on showing gameplay clips of Control 2, and I feel like that means we're gonna get a you know, announcement date soon, and maybe for like, you know, the game might come out soon. So I'm kind of anticipating that. So we might start Quantum Break tomorrow. We'll see. But anyway, friends, that is it for us today. Thank you guys for being here. Shady, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. And Valk, thank you very much for the 53 months. Thank you very much for the resub. That is it for us today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and or night. And I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.